Another day, another story. A total lunar eclipse will flush the moon red Thursday night into Friday morning across the Western Hemisphere. The best views will be from North America and South America. Parts of Africa and Europe may catch a glimpse. Lunar eclipses happen when the moon, Earth and Sun align just so. The Earth casts a shadow that can partially or totally blot out the moon. During a partial lunar eclipse, Earth's shadow appears to take a bite of the moon. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. The full moon is covered during a total eclipse and blushes coppery red because of stray bits of sunlight filtering through Earth's atmosphere. Lunar and solar eclipses happen anywhere from 4 to 7 times a year, according to NASA. A partial lunar eclipse graced skies in the Americas, Africa and Europe last September, and the last total lunar eclipse was in 2022. How to see the lunar eclipse? The so-called blood moon will be visible for about an hour starting at 2:26 a.m. Eastern on Friday morning. Peak viewing will be close to 3 a.m. Peak viewing will be close to 3 a.m. To see it, venture outside and look up. No need for eclipse glasses or any special equipment. As long as the sky is clear, you should be able to see it, said Shannon Schmall, director of Abrams Planetarium at Michigan State University. The setting of the moon may make it harder to see the eclipse in Europe and Africa. This is really an eclipse for North and South America, said astronomy expert Michael Faison from Yale University. If you miss out, mark your calendar for September 7th. Another total lunar eclipse will sweep across parts of Asia, Africa, Australia and Europe. Parts of the Americas will get their next taste in March 2026. Civilizations have viewed and interpreted lunar eclipses for thousands of years. Ancient people knew more about the celestial bodies than we give them credit for, said historian Zoe Ortiz. They were looking at the night sky and they had a much brighter vision than we do today, said Ortiz with the University of North Texas. Aristotle noticed that the shadow the Earth cast on the moon during a lunar eclipse was always curved, observations proving that the Earth is round. And a civilization in ancient Mesopotamia saw the blood-red moon as a bad omen for the king. The people installed a substitute king on the throne around the time of the eclipse to protect their ruler from any bad will. If there's ever a movie plot, said Ortiz, that's the one. What is a total lunar eclipse? How it works. A lunar eclipse occurs when the sun, Earth and moon align so the moon passes into Earth's shadow, according to NASA. Total lunar eclipses occur when the moon passes into the dark shadow of the Earth. What is a blood moon? Lunar eclipses are sometimes called blood moons because the moon will turn a reddish and copper hue, NASA said. Why does the moon appear red during total lunar eclipse? Zoom in. The moon appears red or orange because any sunlight that's not blocked by our planet is filtered through a thick slice of Earth's atmosphere, NASA said. It's as if all the world's sunrises and sunsets are projected onto the moon, NASA said. Can you look at a lunar eclipse without glasses? What we're watching, unlike a solar eclipse where you need eclipse glasses to safely view it, special equipment isn't needed to observe a lunar eclipse. Binoculars or a telescope will enhance the view, NASA said, noting a dark environment away from bright lights makes for the best viewing conditions. What causes a blood moon? A total lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth moves directly between the Sun and the Moon, casting a shadow that engulfs the entire lunar surface. Instead of going completely dark, the Moon takes on a reddish hue because Earth's atmosphere scatters shorter wavelengths of light, blue and green, while allowing longer wavelengths, red and orange, to pass through. This phenomenon, known as Rayleigh scattering, is the same reason sunrises and sunsets appear red. Where will it be visible? The best visibility will be in North and South America, Western Europe, and Western Africa, where observers can see the entire eclipse from start to finish. Europe and Africa. The eclipse will be visible just before moonset, meaning people in these regions should look west before dawn. Asia and Australia. These regions will see only a partial eclipse as the moon sets before totality begins. Why is this eclipse special? First total lunar eclipse since 2022, it breaks a long eclipse drought, making it an exciting event for astronomers and casual skywatchers alike. How to watch the blood moon? No special equipment is needed. Just find a dark location away from city lights for the best view. What's next? After this blood moon, another total lunar eclipse will occur on September 7, 2025, but it will be shorter and not as widely visible. The next widely visible total lunar eclipse will happen on March 3, 2026. The 2025 blood moon, a celestial dance of shadow and light. On March 14, 2025, night sky enthusiasts across the Americas, parts of Europe, and Africa will witness a rare and mesmerizing sight, a total lunar eclipse, commonly referred to as a blood moon. This eerie yet beautiful phenomenon has fascinated cultures for centuries, inspiring myths, legends, and even scientific discoveries. But why does the moon turn red? And what makes this particular eclipse special? Let's dive into the mystery, science, and significance of the 2025 blood moon. Why the moon turns red. The science behind a blood moon. Unlike a solar eclipse, which requires protective eyewear to observe safely, a lunar eclipse is visible to the naked eye. Instead of disappearing completely, the moon takes on a deep red, copper, or orange hue. This is due to a phenomenon called Rayleigh scattering, where Earth's atmosphere bends and filters sunlight. The same process that gives us colorful sunrises and sunsets also paints the moon red during an eclipse. Factors like dust, pollution, or volcanic activity in Earth's atmosphere can deepen the red hue, sometimes making the moon appear as dark as blood. March 14, 2025. A perfectly timed event. Not all lunar eclipses are the same, and this blood moon will be particularly striking for several reasons. First total lunar eclipse in over 2 years. The last total eclipse occurred in November 2022. Making this a long-awaited event for astronomers and skywatchers. Long totality phase. The moon will spend 1 hour and 17 minutes completely submerged in Earth's shadow, giving observers ample time to take in the view. Prime viewing in the Americas. Unlike some eclipses that are only visible in the middle of the ocean or at inconvenient hours, this one will be perfectly timed for North and South America, with a full view of the blood moon. How to watch and capture the blood moon. No special equipment is required. Just look up. But for the best experience, find a dark sky location. Avoid city lights for the clearest view. Use binoculars or a telescope. Enhance the red color and see lunar details. Take photos with a tripod. A long exposure can capture the full intensity of the eclipse. Join a live stream. If clouds block your view, many observatories will broadcast it live. What's next? Future lunar eclipses. If you miss the March 14, 2025 blood moon, don't worry. Another total lunar eclipse will occur on September 7, 2025, though it won't last as long. For an even more spectacular show, mark your calendars for March 3, 2026, when another deep red blood moon will be visible across the globe. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.